Good morning, my name is Maritza Montero and I'm going to talk about phonemic transcription and how it can be used to work on pronunciation. Transcription refers to the visual representation of the speech sounds. So when we talk about transcription, we are talking about different systems that can be developed to represent through a symbol or an image the sound that we are trying to identify. There are some types of phonemic transcription. I think the most important one, because it is internationally recognized, is the International Phonetic Alphabet. And phonemic transcription represents phonemes and intonation, the separation of words, of syllables. So I think this is why these systems are really important, because they represent some things that are part of the spoken language. So it is different from the written language. The symbols represent phonemes. So, for example, we can identify how a word can change if we just change one sound, like bed or bed, the example that was in the book. And also, I think one of the most common examples is 3 and 3. So we need to know and identify how a word can change if we change just one sound. Also, the written forms don't accurately represent pronunciation. And I think this is important because a lot of factors. I was reading, for example, that the languages change, the spoken language changes a lot through times, through different cultures. We have different dialects, and also nowadays it happens more that the languages borrow words from other languages. So the alphabet don't necessarily correspond with the way we speak, with the way the words sound. And I can see clearly this now because I have a son and he's learning now how to read. And for example, his name is Nico, and he can, in Spanish, he can learn that the N sounds N and the E sounds E, but in English this is not like that. So in English we can see that it changes more. So the E doesn't sound E but I. So I can see that it is easier for him to learn this in Spanish because is the relationship between the symbol and the way he pronunciates is a lot closer than it is in English. So I think this is why it is important to have a system in which we can see and remember how to pronunciate, because if we see the alphabet we don't directly know how to pronunciate, and this happens more in English, I think. I also was reading that there are some other systems like the iconic phonetic notation, and this is a system which visually represents the way the articulators are in the vocal tract. So I saw the symbols and I think that a lot of people who study these things can see them and comprehend, and it can be easy. But for me, and I was thinking about the students, maybe it's not so easy to understand and to relate, and I think that nowadays students prefer to use the technology to have the sound reference, like to put the word or the phoneme in Google and then to listen to the sound. And I think this helps a lot too. And that's it. Thank you very much.